All right, we are live. Welcome. It is Ujo Ajet here, and I am really excited because it is the new moon. It's the first new moon of the summer season. And once a month, you will catch me here on my YouTube channel, as well as streaming on my Facebook business page. And I will be doing new moon intentions. And it's a live tarot chat where I give a collective reading for the new moon, and I also finish things up by offering a few live readings here on the channel. So I'm really excited. So one of the things I like to do is start with a recap, like what has been your experience so far with the last new moon, from last month's new moon to this month's new moon. What I think is so powerful about this, and something I don't think that a lot of people pay enough attention to, is this transition, the transition from between the seasons, not just the moon phases, right? Not just going from new moon to new moon, but also what is actually happening with that. How are things enhanced? How are things shifted when there is a transition in season? One of the things that has been coming up has been power, has been taking action. And I feel the summer season as a whole is about heat and activity. Think about the elements that play a role, and also think about what it is that you actually want for yourself. Like, just think about that. Everything, my approach when it comes to readings and just understanding energy is all about how you take what's happening and then sift through what you actually want, what you need to do, what you desire to do. So, something to keep in mind. One of the things I'm going to start with is a chakra card for the collective reading, and then I might pull some cards to go in depth with the words that have been coming up for the collective, and then I'll go into some readings. Greetings, Jennifer. Cool. I hope you enjoy teaching today at 7. I'm glad you're able to pop on, even if it's just for a few minutes. So let's go into the chakra card. We'll go into that. And so I mentioned the two words that are coming up right now for the new moon and for the collective reading, for the collective message, is about power and taking action. Last month, we talked about like what you actually have to do to get out of your own way. Now it's time to start making some moves. And you really want to get clear on why you want to make the moves that you want to make. Where is it stemming from? So let's get into this. Think about the season. So that's something I'll keep referring back to for this particular new moon, because it's the first new moon of the summer, and it's pretty significant when you think about the elements that play a role in the summer season. Hi, Morgan. And we have the throat chakra. So the throat chakra, if you are not fully familiar with the chakras, the throat chakra, which is your fifth chakra, that is all about speaking your truth. That is all about creative expression. So when it comes to, and even inner dialogue, your inner communication with yourself, which I've mentioned before in previous videos, like if you are avoiding things within yourself, if you are trying to run away from your own thoughts and you don't want to have to deal with your own stuff, or you don't want to listen to the messages of your spirit, of your ancestors, whatever, right, of your mind, and you're not really, and you're kind of avoiding that, it's going to be much more challenging for you to communicate with other people, and even more so challenging to share how you feel, and to speak your truth to the world, right? How can you stand in your truth and speak it if you are avoiding those inner thoughts or avoiding those little nudges that you get from your intuition? How does this play a role in those two words that are coming up for this new moon, which is power and taking action? Well, how can you take action of something if you are not paying attention to why you're doubting yourself? How can you take action and stand in your power if you are not able to fully have that communication within yourself, that dialogue of just a dialogue that doesn't come from judgment, a dialogue that just comes from, this is how I'm feeling, this is what this is, and I'm not going to judge myself for it. So that part is really important. Can you be honest with yourself and others from a place of non-judgment? Is that something that's possible for you? Is that something that you have struggled with? Something to think about when it comes to standing in your power, when it comes to feeling power, feeling empowered, and taking action. Because with the new moon, manifestation, clean slate, right? I look at it as you have also known as the dark moon, right? You could look at this phase as something where, okay, to be in darkness and to be still. You can absolutely view it this way. I like to view it as, this is how you plant the seed, right? Where is a seed? How is a seed planted? Where does it get planted, right? In the dirt, in the ground, in the darkness. So during this dark time of the new moon, right, you're planting these seeds of power and taking action of the things that you want to manifest. And those seeds of manifestation begin to grow. So you can really take that and nurture that. So whatever it is that you decide that you want to do from a place of feeling empowered, from a place of really taking responsibility for the actions that you have to take in order to get what you want, to get what you desire, then now is the time to start planting that seed. But you have to be willing to do the work. Are you willing to do the work to get what you truly want and desire in your life? It could be something as simple as your favorite sandwich, right? It could be something as grand as, changing your career, moving to another country, getting a divorce, right? It could be something as, okay, I am going to, maybe it's you want to get in shape or focus on your health. It doesn't matter what it is. Are you willing to do the work that's required to support that? Are you willing to nurture that seed? Hey, Sassy, welcome. So that's something I want you to pay attention to. And this isn't just about you doing all of the work. Sometimes you have to look at areas where you actually need to get that support, where you need that guidance, where you need that mentorship. Because it's okay to have that. You don't have to do everything by yourself. So there's a difference with taking responsibility and really moving forward with action, right? Doing the work, but also you can be supported in the work that you do. You can be guided if you don't know where to start, if you don't know how to get there, right? All you need is the intention and the decision to say yes to it. And let me know whether you are watching here live or if you're catching the replay, let me know in the comments, what is it that you want to do or experience from a place of power, from a place of feeling empowered? What is it that you know you need to take action on, or you know you want to take action on it? What is that thing? And let's look at just from, we're still at the top of the earlier part of July. Between now, like a month from now, within 30 days, what is it that you want to experience? What is it that you want to see happen? What is it that you want to change, let go of, or bring in, right? I want you to think about that. And if you feel like sharing, do so in the comments, whether you're watching live or watching the replay. It's really important for you to make that statement. It's really important for you to because this goes back to the throat chakra. It goes back to that inner dialogue. When you start to just highlight that thought and speak it and share it here, now you're starting to make it real. Morgan is saying the 10K in 10 days challenge. Making that money for my business. Yes, I love that. I love that. That is fantastic. Make the money, make it, right? So you have to look at what is it? What do you need to speak? What do you need to understand about yourself? This is about speaking your truth. What could be getting in the way, and what way do you need? What needs to happen next in order to get there, right? You don't always have to know every single step of the way. You often need just the decision and then the next step. And if you don't know what that very next step is, and if it's becoming overwhelming, then that's where it's like, okay, I don't know how to get to the next step. Then you find somebody that knows how to get to the next step. You find somebody that can help give you that clarity. And I share that because a lot of times when I work with clients or potential clients, this is where you get stuck in what that next step is, what it should be, what it could be. There's a lot of overwhelm that happens there. So I want you to just be kind to yourself, show yourself grace, and then also tune into that inner dialogue. Tune into that inner voice. What is that inner voice sharing with you? Just something to be mindful of. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards. So the chakra card for this collective message of power and taking action is the throat chakra, and that's all about speaking your truth. It's all about inner dialogue, creative expression. How are you expressing the things that you want to the world? Let me know. Something to think about. Now I'm going to pull a tarot card, and then for the collective messaging, we'll see what else is coming up here. And then if anyone is interested in a reading, you can post in the comments general, that you want a general reading, or if you have a specific question, you can post your question in the comments, and then I will start to select from there. Keep in mind that not everybody's going to get selected. I do pick at random. Usually the first few people to say they want a reading, I usually get at least the first 2 or 3 people. And then from there, I kind of start picking at random. Okay. So make sure you post general, or if you have a specific question, post your question. Okay. So this is just, I'm pulling a card for the collective messaging. Ooh, we got a stack that just flipped over, and it's a big ass stack too. Listen to me. The stack, spirit ain't playing. The ancestors ain't playing. Do you see? Whew. Okay, we're gonna go through this stack, and then I'm going into the readings. Okay. Whoo, whoo, whoo. We got a lot. We got a lot. We got a lot. We got a lot. Okay, so let's dive on in. Card number 1 for the collective message, 10 of Swords. So when, right, isn't this a lot? 10 of Swords, okay? Now the Swords suit, for those of you that are familiar with tarot, the Swords suit is the most dramatic suit of the deck of tarot, in my opinion. Okay, and this might look like, okay, like what's going on here? The swords represent your mind, the element of air. Okay, so I talked about in relation to the 2 main words for this collective message in relation to your new moon intentions are power and taking action. And then we have the throat chakra, and I talked about how, speaking your truth, creative expression, right? And having inner dialogue. When it comes to inner dialogue, what are some of the things that come up in your inner dialogue. Doubt, fear, anxiety, all these things, right? Talking yourself out of the things that you want versus versus looking at ways you can make it happen, right? So those are the things that need to come to an end. The mind clutter, the stuff those limiting beliefs that keep you stuck from moving forward and from expressing yourself, that is what's showing up with the Ten of Swords, right? And that is the thing where if you see it happening, if you're noticing it happening, it's like, okay, no, I need to end this. I need to wrap this up, okay? So that's the first thing. And then you want to pay attention to, we have a lot of swords here. We have the King of Cups, followed by the Four of Swords. Okay, so with the King of Cups, this could potentially be people, could represent a person or an energy of a person. It could be an aspect of yourself that can, the cups are about emotion. So when it comes to the mind clutter and the doubt or anything, those limiting beliefs, really look at the emotions that play a role in it. Is anybody kind of triggering certain emotions to keep you in that area, to keep you stuck, to keep you feeling that way, to hold you back from moving forward, right? And I mentioned this because look, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about, look at them, stillness. This could be a meditative state. Sometimes this is shutting down. You become so exhausted. You become so worn down from all the mind stuff that you just shut down and you can't function. So you don't want to get to that point. So really pay attention to having balance there. And who is playing a role in, is there anybody pulling the strings emotionally? That could be within yourself or other people. So those are the first three cards. Hey, Lana. The next three cards, it's interesting. We got exactly 9 cards. The next 3 cards, Seven of Wands, Ace of Cups, and we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so with these 3, we go from, okay, what's going on with the mind stuff. Now we're going into some of the physicalities of that, how this can show up, how this is going to show up in the physical realm and with your energy, which is showing up in physical through the pentacles, energy through the wands. Now with the wands, Seven of Wands, just look at the imagery here. When you see this card, what comes up for you? Self-defense, kind of like, who are you battling? Who are you fighting? Sometimes you actually have the advantage, which you do. You have the advantage in claiming what it is that you want to manifest. You have to be willing to fight for it. You have to be willing. Now, and sometimes you will be caught off guard. And this is why it's so important, that inner dialogue, having that communication with yourself, having that expression creatively, and also speaking your truth to others. Because somebody can say something or do something that'll trigger you and like throw you in a loop, and then you're going into defense mode. Is that the place that you want to be in? Or do you want to be at a point where you are really clear on what it is that you want, and you have, and you're not letting other people keep you in this state, right? And this isn't always about other people. This is also about yourself. Keeping yourself in all the doubt, the fear, the overwhelm is going to keep you constantly trying to just stay afloat. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Where you're just trying to stay afloat. You're just like, I'm just trying to survive. I'm just trying to survive, and ain't nobody got time to be manifesting their life desires, because I'm just out here just trying to be in survival mode. And now is the time to start taking the action to move yourself out of always being in survival mode. And here we are again with the cups, right? We have the Ace of Cups. So there's a potential here. Because ain't you tired? Ain't you tired of just surviving? Are you over it yet? Because when you get to that point, now you have the potential to shift your emotions of like, okay, this ain't cute anymore. I'm tired of this shit. I want to experience something different. I want to feel different. I want to feel connected intuitively. I want to feel like I know what the hell I'm doing. I want to feel confident in myself. I want to love myself more, right? Here's the potential. This is what could come out of this, right? But you have to get to the point. Are you constantly going to get to the point of exhaustion? Like what is it going to be? Sometimes that's required. Sometimes you have to run yourself down until your ass is laid out, like was shown in the Four of Swords. Okay. Do you hear what I'm saying? Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, now it's looking at, I don't just look at the Six of Pentacles as money, strictly about money, but it's an energetic exchange. It could be an energetic exchange of your time, because your time has value just as money has value, right? Whatever it is, your time, your energy, your money can be connected. I view that through the Pentacles, okay? But it could very much be about your money. But oftentimes it's time and money. Are you giving too much of your time away and there's no and not placing enough value in it? Are you giving your time away or your money away or your energy away to people that don't value it? People that are constantly taking advantage of your time, your energy, and your money? Do you not have enough self-worth, or you have too much doubt and fear to charge your worth, to invest in yourself? Right? So now we need to look at finding balance. And when you start looking at the what you can bring into fruition, right? What you want, this is where the seed of that you're planting of like, what do I want to feel, believe, experience that keeps me out of this survival mode? And what am I doing? How am I rationing my money, my time, and my energy? How am I currently doing that? And is that going to get me where I want to be? Most likely no. Most likely no. Why? Because in order to get to where you want to be, you have to change who you are now, right? I can't be the version of myself from a year ago if I'm trying to do something different 3 months from now. It's growth and change is inevitable, right? So you can grow and change moving towards the things that you want, or you can go backwards. Or you can grow and change in a way that you're just kind of growing in a I can't think of the name of the plant. Anybody know the name of the plant where it kind of grows like, I don't know, is it like a vine or something? They just kind of grow in like a bunch versus kind of growing up and out. They just kind of, does anybody know what I'm talking about? I can't think of the name of that plant, or is it a bush? I don't know. But there's some type of plant that does that. You don't want to just stay wrapped up and bound up in one place. Let me look in the comments here before I go into the last 3 cards. Morgan says she never liked that card. Lana's saying, sounds like me, I'm always in survival mode. Yeah, it's time to get out of survival mode. Yes. Feels like I feel this collective reading on point. Awesome. Okay, so the last 3 cards. Last 3 cards for the collective reading, and then I'll go into some individual readings. Okay, last 3 cards. We have the Magician, which I love this card, one of my favorite cards, and very much in connection with those 2 words that have been coming up for this new moon, right? Which is power and taking action. When you look at the Magician has everything they need. all of the elements to manifest and create. You also have this. You have it all, but are you aware of it yet? Are you aware of it yet? That is the question. And oftentimes, you see here, the Five of Pentacles. This is the very thing that can keep you stuck in a limiting belief. It's all about lack. Oh, I don't have enough potential. I don't have the things, or I need more of this or less of that. The Five of Pentacles is about being in a state of lack, depletion, being at that point where, oh my gosh, I don't have. And that is not the mindset that you want to have, but this is definitely the roadblock. That will be the roadblock that internal dialogue that I talked about, that'll be the roadblock to prevent you from the opportunity, which is the Fool. The Fool in this situation is about starting a new chapter. It's about allowing yourself to trust that process. Face your fears, face the doubt, face the state of lack, look at it, and then decide, how much of this is true and how much of this is in my control. What can I change? What is within my control, and how can I move forward from it? Because I don't want to discount any challenges that you might have, or if there are financial roadblocks, if there are mindset roadblocks, emotional trauma, if there is, if you feel like you just never have enough, if you're, doubting, overwhelming, whatever it is. This is not to pretend like those things aren't there. This is an opportunity to look at it and be like, okay, is this in my control? Going back to the throat chakra, internal dialogue, speaking your truth. How much of this is true? How much of this am I just making up in my mind out of fear of what happened in the past versus what my reality is now? And then also, well, what is in my control? What can I actually change? And again, if you get stuck here, then you have to look at, well, what's keeping me stuck here and how can I move beyond it? This might be an area where you might seek out some type of support, mentorship, guidance, something like that. Ask a friend, phone a friend, find somebody that knows what the hell they're doing, right? So this is why the throat chakra is so important with all of this, right? Because once you get this Five of Pentacles out of the way, then you have that roadblock. When these two things come together, literally magic happens. So you get to a point where you can start to build that confidence up, to trust that all you need to know is that next step. So that is the message, the collective message. How are y'all feeling about this collective reading for new moon intentions? Let me know. What is your biggest takeaway from the collective reading? We have the throat chakra for the throat chakra as the chakra for this new moon. And I just went through how to break all of that down when it comes to the power and taking action. Let me know, what is your takeaway from that? What is the biggest thing that stuck out to you? And as you're doing that, I'm going to scroll up and see who was interested in a reading. Jennifer, are you still here? I know you had to pop off. You were the first person to post general, so if you're here, I can do a reading for you. And let me see. So Sassy's takeaway is focus on what we want and manifest it. Do the work. I love that. Yes, absolutely. that I need to get myself all the way together. Yes. Same, child. Same. You and me both. I feel like I'm you and me both. Awesome, Ray. I'll be sure to get to you. To trust myself more. Yes. That trust part is so important. Oh my gosh. When I think back to times where I just did not trust myself, where I constantly doubted myself, you know, it just kept me stressed out. I was just so unnecessarily stressed. And then one day the ancestors and got me all the way together. They were just like, how do you think you got to where you're at? Like, think about all the success you've had in your life. Think about all the things you've done, right? How did you get to that point? Because you have these characteristics, right? You have the drive, you have the will to do certain things. And like, I had to learn that the hard way. I was just like, okay, yes, that trust part, so important. So thank you all for sharing your feedback and your takeaways. And even if you're watching the replay, be sure to share. So let's see. I don't think Jennifer's here. Scrolling back up. Lisa, you want a general, so I'll pull a card for you. Oh, okay. And so with these card pulls, I might pull tarot or oracle. It depends on what spirit guides me. What the the cards do talk to me. They'd be like, oh, pick me. They'd be like, oh, we need to read them for Phil. Oh, we got her. Oh, we got him. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm hearing two different decks for you. So we're gonna start with Nature Speak Oracle for all my fellow tarot and oracle card lovers. I'm using this is Nature Speak Oracle. I'm seeing water around you, Lisa. I'm not sure if that means you are around water right now, or if you are a water sign, or if water is an element that you need more of, that you need to be around more. And I'm feeling like I'm like seeing you around water. So I feel like you either need to, maybe you just came from a trip around water, spiritual bath or something like that. But you actually being with water for some reason is coming up. And then we get lake and pond. So, Lisa, where the water at? Where's that? You need to be around water. Do you live near water? Have you just, what's going on with the water? Oh, you're around water right now. That's beautiful. And why are you around water right now? What led you to that water? And it says here, spirit is about. And, what I'm seeing you with this water is, your connection with water. And so I'm wondering if you are consciously and intuitively connecting to the water, because if you're not, you should be. You're next to a pond. Listen, you can't make this up, people. I'm just trying to tell you. She is next to a pond right now. I done seen her with water. Then we get the lake and pond card. This blows my mind. I have been reading and channeling and doing all this stuff for years. It still blows my mind. Right? So you are next to a pond right now. So being really intentional and really tuning into the water. What I'm hearing is listening to the water. Listen to the water. The water will speak to you. Need to release and meditate. Beautiful. The river is my favorite spot. I love that, right? So, Lisa, the message that I'm really hearing is, the water speaks to you. Listen to the water. So don't just use the water as a form of just releasing, right? And meditating in the water. The water doesn't just carry you, you carry it. It communicates with you. So be proactive, right? Right now, I feel like you're using the water as more of a more reaction based, like, oh, okay, I'm here to release and do this, or the water is here to support me. But you actually pull from the water as well. You can. So I don't know if you know, I don't know what your spiritual practice is, or but this is how spirit will speak to you. Is that resonating? Like, and you can do this right now. And some of my clients and past clients know I will put you on blast right now. Like, do it right now. Listen to the water. Ask the water for the message, like, or what you need. Like, that is, for some, water is like, what I'm seeing is like the filter for you, for your spirit guides and ancestors to like communicate, and for you to actually communicate with yourself. Because your element, you as your, whatever verbiage you use with inner self, higher self, that aspect, that infinite aspect of yourself, your non-physical self, as I like to refer to it as, right? The part of you that's infinite is within the water. Like, you are like a water being. Like, you have like this whole like celestial water being vibe going on. Is this making sense? Because I'm just like seeing all the things with this water. It's like there's something with the water and the stars and the cosmos. So like celestial waters. If that's a thing, Google it. I don't know, but that's kind of what's coming up. And yeah, communicating through the water, right? So not just the releasing and the meditating, but you can communicate through the water, sending messages and receiving them, right? Of course, it's best for you to be at natural bodies of water. You said the river is your favorite spot, which makes sense because water is your messenger. That makes sense, right? But yeah, this is how you can send and receive messages from your spirit team, from yourself, that celestial divine water being version of yourself, if that makes sense. Because like, it's pretty epic, actually. I'm hearing one more card for you from the Spirit Oracle deck for you, Lisa, and then and then I'll go with somebody else. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, they're saying, okay, no, you need to get your message. There was supposed to be a second deck. Spirit is saying, Lisa, your message is in the water. Get the message right now. They're telling me to put this deck up. They're like, no, the message is in the water. So so do this right now, Lisa. These your people, okay? These your people. They're saying get your message through the water right now. You need to do it, and I can support you in that if you're stuck on how to do it, but you can naturally do it. So your message is in the water. So let me know when you get your message, or if you're stuck on how to get it. Listen, it's real out here in these spiritual streets, y'all. It's real out here. That blast be real. Yes, it'd be so real. It do. Okay, you're gonna go. The connection will cut off, and I'll come back. Okay, beautiful. Get that message, child. Listen, Spirit ain't playing around today. They're like, oh no extra oracle card. She need to get her message in the water, like she. Okay. All right, let's see. Morgan, are you still here with us? I'm gonna just take a sip of water. Stay hydrated, folks. Stay hydrated. Hey, Shakila. It has been a long time. Happy new moon to you as well. Okay, Morgan. Let me know if you're still here while I'm shuffling. Hey, Jonathan. Welcome. How have you been? Let me know what's been up with you. Any updates since I know you were one of the ones selected for a reading last month. Let me know if you have any updates since then. All right. Morgan, are you still here? Let me know. If not, I will move on to someone else. Let's see. Scrolling. Oh, okay. Morgan is still here. Okay, good. Perfect. All right. So you're going to get a general reading, and we're getting tarot for you. You got some jumpers, lovers, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. So there's a couple things that can be happening here. And for some reason, I'm seeing balloons around you. Let me know, are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship, or do you have children? Is there something that you are celebrating or have recently celebrated? I'm seeing balloons, and I'm not sure what these balloons mean. Yes. Yes, I can see your comments. I see you, yep. I see you on both platforms. So just let me know. Because I'm seeing balloons, but then I'm also seeing, yeah, and I'm not sure. I just need to get some clarity on what the balloons are representing. And now with these two pages, what they could potentially represent. But I'm feeling like, I don't know if you're recently celebrating something or preparing to or need to celebrate something, and if that is surrounding children or family or a particular relationship. Okay, you're in a relationship. And have you recently celebrated something or about to? And let me know, do you have any children? Oh, congratulations on starting the new job. Have you celebrated? Because if you haven't, you need to. Because I'm like, what are these? What are these balloons representing? So congratulations on that new job. If you have not celebrated, you need to. And I'm also hearing you need to celebrate yourself more. You need to celebrate yourself more by yourself. You need to celebrate yourself more by yourself, right? With people as well, but also celebrate your own wins. Have those mini celebrations for yourself. Like be your own cheerleader. Okay, no children. Okay. So what I'm seeing with this, right? You're in a relationship. So the lovers can potentially represent a relationship, which is why I was asking. Now with the two pages, which could represent the energy of people, but could also represent the aspects of yourself. When it comes to the Pentacles, it's about money and how you are actually, about money or energetic exchanges. And then the Cups are about about emotions and water, right? So how these things show up in your relationship, right? That's something I kind of feel like now is an opportunity to start talking about these things in a different way, or start looking at, okay, like I mentioned earlier for the new moon, like about this kind of being a clean slate, like really looking at what is the foundation that I want to set now emotionally and financially. What are my emotions around my money? What are our emotions around our money? Right? In your relationship, what are your individual emotions and feelings around your money. And then what your partner, what is your partner's emotions and feelings around money? Are those two things cohesive? If not, here's an opportunity if this is somebody that you are in you have a future with this person, someone that are you in it for the long haul with this person, right? That I'm not sure, but if you are, then this is an opportunity to refresh that foundation. If this is somebody that's new or you're not kind of sure, then it's kind of getting an idea of where they're at with these things, because that's definitely going to be something, when it comes to having that support, when it comes to having, I mentioned you need to celebrate more and you need to celebrate yourself more, and this isn't even just about the relationship you're in, but even just the people that you're in relationships with, and not that you are in relationships within. Y'all know what I mean. So the people around you, because as you celebrating your wins, and I feel like there's going to be more of that, right? And you said no, you didn't really celebrate. Yeah, you need to celebrate those things, and it doesn't always have to be in a big way, but it can be, right? But being around people that keep that same energy or support you in your growth. Does that make sense? Because the more that you start growing and shifting within your own emotions and mindset around these things, that is going to play a role in your relationship. And not just your romantic relationship, but also with friends and family as well. And I'm not sure, is this something that has been, that has come up before in the past, or that you're currently experiencing? Let me know. But definitely something to pay attention to. Because when it comes to the pages, right, a lot of people get confused about the court cards. And there's different levels. You have the page, you have the knight, you have the queen, and you have the king. Those terms will vary depending on the deck you're using. But you want to look at these things as stages of growth, or levels of responsibility, or levels of experience. Okay, so you got two pages here. So new job, new opportunity, it's like being it's like you're back at the bottom of the totem pole. Now it's like, okay, all of those beliefs that you had, all the beliefs that you had around money, and your emotions around it, and how to get the money, and how to keep the money, and how it shows up. It's time to clear all that out. And now it's like, okay, what is the new mindset around it? What is the new intentions around it? We're pretty serious. Money has been a conflict between us lately, so that's on point. Wow, Ujo, being around people who support my growth has been very important to me lately as far as friends. Well, boom, there you go. There you go. There you go. Nail on the head. So yeah, being around that energy, that's going to be very important, and why you need to celebrate yourself, right? Because there's going to be times where people aren't going to get it. People aren't going to get it, and you have to let go of the expectations for them to want to get it or to have to get it. As long as you get it. Does that make sense? Going back to the collective message of internal dialogue, creative expression, and speaking your truth, you have to get it. The other people around you, they're going to be like, oh, you acting funny, or oh, you different, or oh, you're not spending enough time, or whatever. And that's okay. Let them be in that. They're not going to get it, and it's not their responsibility to get it. But that will create, that's why it's important for you to celebrate yourself. And then also, share in, with those people that do support that growth. So that's really important. So I hope that was helpful, Morgan. Hey, MC. Shaquila, do you have Cash App, your Cash App posted? I would like a reading before I do it. If you want a private reading, you can go to my website. But if you want one here, if you want a private reading, go to my website. If you want to be selected for one here, I pick those at random. But I don't have a Cash App. So whenever I'm doing the live readings, I don't take any monetary exchange for that. But you can like and subscribe if you are enjoying this. I offer this as a complimentary service. And then if you want a one-on-one reading, then you can go to my website, which is ujowajet.com. And I'll post that for any of you that are interested in a private reading at some point. So let me just add that here just in case, but always know that I will be here once a month. Here's my website. And I think I can pin that. Or maybe not. Am I doing that right? I don't know if I did that right. Okay. So yeah, my website, ujowajet.com, and you can click on work with me. And I just pinned it in the, posted it in the comments. Click on work with me. And then just in the drop down, select tarot readings. And now's a great time to get in where you fit in on the one-on-ones, because my prices are going up significantly after this month. All right. But I love that you're going to be doing a spiritual bath. So hopefully, depending on the list here, I might be able to get to you today. All right. Let's see. Who did I have? Okay. I had Morgan. Scrolling here. Sassy, are you in here? Let me know if you are in here. Let me know if you're still here. You're welcome, Morgan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Awesome. Hey, MC. All right. So you wanted a general reading. All right. So you're getting a general reading. I'm trying to find your comment here. Where are you at? Okay, here we go. General reading. Well, I'm hearing 2 decks for you, Tarot and Spirit Oracle. So we'll see. All right. And let me know what y'all doing this weekend. What y'all, you know, it's Friday night or whatever. What y'all doing? What's going on tonight? What's the tea? Let me know or whatever. Sassy, you got 2 cards. We have the King of Swords, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles. So, and I'm hearing pull the Oracle card first. Okay, so I mean, let me get the Oracle card and let's see how this all comes together. They are talking to me, honey. I'm seeing some darkness around you, Sassy. And darkness is not always a bad thing. So I don't want you to like get freaked out, but it's almost like a time for, I'm seeing like just darkness. So this could be like a time for going within, a time for tuning people out, tuning out the noise. Especially, you know, when it comes to these cards that are coming up with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Because I'm thinking, okay, mind stuff, money stuff, mind stuff or state of lack stuff, limiting belief stuff, doubts. This could be other people that are putting things in your head, or putting things in your head, or like kind of a, what's the word? What's the word? Come on, Spirit. What's the word? Where they are, they're just making it worse, right? Anything, any doubts, limiting belief system that you might have, like they are just enhancing that. So that's kind of what I'm kind of seeing that. I'm also, I don't know if you're into angels, but you definitely have one around you. That's kind of there. It's almost kind of like this angel's kind of either like waiting for you. Yes, instigating. Thank you, Shakila. Kind of waiting for you, or just there. Is kind of there to support you in that. And you really need that. Yeah, I don't know if you're into angels, but you definitely have one that's kind of there for you to be in this kind of this darkness, this dark state, or like this. Also, I can kind of view this as like the shadow self really coming forward, which I love talking about shadow self, shadow work, and I definitely would recommend. Oh, we got a jumper. Definitely recommend a video podcast that I hosted here on the channel, where I talk about shadow work, healing through shadow work, and I think it's really important. So the card that jumped out, so that's interesting that I'm seeing darkness, and I was talking about limiting beliefs and stuff, and then the card that jumps out is emotional breakthrough. I'm using the Spirit Oracle deck, and this is a double-sided deck. So what it says is emotional transformation, release, freedom. It is safe for you to express how you feel. Let it all out. Relationships deepen as a result. So these are your marching orders, Sassy. I'm going to read this again. Emotional transformation, release, freedom. It is safe for you to express how you feel. Let it all out. Relationships deepen as a result. And if you were here for the collective message that I shared, the chakra card for this new moon is the throat chakra, which is all about, I talked about speaking your truth, inner dialogue, self-expression, creative expression. So you first need to do that within yourself, right? You first need to get clear on those things within yourself. It starts with you, right? I was saying that in order to step into the two words for this, to take away for this new moon is power and taking action, and to be empowered, right? You have to start with yourself. So that is why being in this, and I mean, look at this card, right? Being in that state of stillness, and darkness, right, is something that will be important. It's an opportunity. I like to look at what's the opportunity here. You might even feel like you're in a dark place. I'm doing both of those limiting things and people that are no good, and going within. Yes, going within is going to be really important for you right now. Yes, you're into angels. Yes. So definitely you can even talk to this angel. Yeah, you can talk. Yeah, you can talk to this angel. I feel like, you know, this angel communicates with you really gently. Because I'm wondering how open you are to even receiving, you know, major messages. I feel like you might, you know, this could be an opportunity for you to look at if you're around people that aren't really supportive, or that, you know, where you're going within, your next step could potentially be either finding a community or getting some mentorship or some coaching, or somebody that can really put more attention on you to support you through that. through that process. So that's something that's really really important, I think. Awesome. So I hope this was helpful, Sassy. I hope this was helpful. All right. So let's see. Let us see. Is Lisa back yet? Let me scroll. Hold on. Let me catch up in these comments. Did Lisa come back? And I need updates from Jonathan, because I know I asked and I think okay. Let me get updates. So Jonathan was on here last month. I followed through and started investing back into creating. The manifestation has been unreal. I've even begun planning how to truly transition into independent creative freedom. Jonathan, yes. I am so excited for you. Congratulations. I am so glad you followed through and started doing the damn thing. Come on, manifestation. I'm telling you, when you start to get into alignment, it just speeds everything up. And I'm telling you, it just really, that just made my day, Jonathan. Thank you so much for sharing your feedback. Thank you for following through, right? Because people don't be listening to me sometimes. I'll be like, just do this thing that your people be telling you to do. It be your people. I'm just the messenger. And you did that, and I am so happy for you. Congratulations, Jonathan. I'm so excited for you. And even those 3 words, if you're up in here still, Jonathan, independent creative freedom. I feel like that should be a brand. If that's not a brand right now, Jonathan, I need you to like package that, LLC that, like find that on the social media channels, and don't y'all up in here, don't be taking it now. This is for Jonathan. Independent creative freedom. Like, I feel like that is a brand for you. Like, that's it. If that name is not taken, that needs to be it. Like, oh my gosh, like, yes, love it. Or some kind of variation of that, because what represents that independent creative freedom, like that, you need to take that and do something with it. So congratulations once again. All right. Let me see. Lisa is back. Oh, I keep hearing 7 from the water. Can I get some cards to clarify? So in numerology, 7 represents your spiritual journey, your spiritual connection. So I'm curious, do you know your life path number? Let me know if you know your life path number. I actually have some numerology cards right over here. Let me get those, because I feel like there's a message in it for you. Give me just a moment to just scooch over here and grab them. Hold on, y'all. Coming back right now. Here we go. Okay. Let me know if you know your life path number. If you don't know it, you can, let me just find this for you. And this particular deck is out of print, so you can't get this deck anywhere anymore, y'all. For all my tarot card junkies out there. Okay, so I'm going to read the message here for you. This is 7 life paths, okay? Your mind is your greatest gift, and your mission is to investigate and study. Spiritual quests play a great role in your life and aid in quenching your thirst for wisdom. Over contemplation of your ideas may lead you to a life of solitude. Research is a constant companion in your life. Stay true to the gifts of the life path number 7, and you will find answers and insight into the things you may question. Take great care not to isolate yourself from others because you have much to offer them. Do not hide your gifts in seclusion. And I feel like that's the message right there for you, Lisa. Do not hide your gifts in seclusion. Display to others your wit and knowledge, and this will further your ideas and concepts. I hear 7, I hear in line, and I hear that it's safe. And there's 7 people on here. I love that. Listen, come on, 7. 7 is a powerful number. 7 is my life path number. And there's a quote here: prevailing over all obstacles and distractions, one may unfailingly arrive at his chosen goal or destination. So I feel like that what's really sticking out is do not hide your gifts in seclusion. Display to others your wit and knowledge, and this will further your ideas and concepts. Right? And then when it comes to it's safe, right? What has felt unsafe? Is there anything that's been going on, or when it comes to how you show up, right? What you want to create, how you want to show up in the world, has there been any aspects that have felt unsafe to you, or what, so pay attention to that. Because the more because I low key feel like you be hiding some of your gifts and abilities and maybe you don't even fully tap into them. Maybe you're afraid of them, or maybe you're not even fully sure because you have them. And that's an opportunity for you to really start navigating and exploring what that is. So I hope that was helpful, Lisa. No, but in all seriousness, thank you. I was looking for insight. You helped me see myself. Yes. Jonathan, I'm telling you, and you're getting all the congratulations in the comments as well. I am so happy for you, and that just made my day. You just even saying that, because that is like my mission in life, right? To help people get to that point, to see themselves, to align with their divine purpose, to align with their soul purpose. And I'm so thankful. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Okay? Because people are going to see that and be like, yes, I can do that for myself, child. Yes. Lisa, emotional manipulation. I'm stepping into my power now, creating boundaries. Just left an emotionally unsafe relationship and moving out of my home. Come on now. Yes. Come on to stepping into power. So you are here on the right day with the messages being, power and taking action and being able to move into that. It's so important to create boundaries. And you're in a great place. So through this process, through these changes that are happening, right? Really don't go into, there's a difference with going into, use this transitional period to explore who you are, but actively express that. You're definitely going to need that solitude and that release, and the water will support you in that, but the water will also support you in that communication, right? And you might keep seeing 7s. And I encourage you to even look up the numerology around 7. There's a lot more information around it. So I hope that was helpful. Look at you communicating with water and getting messages and stuff. And now the synchronicities are coming up. I'm just saying, Lisa. I'm just saying. Because you had what, 7? You keep seeing the 7s. Like, I'm just saying. All right, let me see. Ray, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, live jazz with the wife. Nice. Have fun. Okay, let's see. MC, are you here? It's your birthday. Your birthday's tomorrow, right? Come on, birthday reading. Let me know if you are still here, MC. Beautiful. Lamar, what is going on? Beautiful. All right. It is MC's birthday, and we're going to do a reading for MC. Happy birthday. All right. Oh, we got some jumpers here. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, shuffle again. We got one card. First card that came up is Six of Swords for you. And I feel like, you know, this is about moving on, like creating more movement. Let's see what else comes up. Prepping for the barbecue, yes. Ooh. Second card that came up is the Magician. So I feel like with these two cards, so we have two cards that jumped out face up. These other two face down. So I'm going to read these in a moment. MC. So this is about the movement that, like, movement and transition is what's coming up. And you are on the receiving end of the things that you have previously manifested is what I'm feeling is coming up with this Magician and the Six of Swords. Like you're moving towards the things that you have manifested. Like now in this, in relation to your birthday and this birth cycle, a lot of the things that you have been manifesting and wanting to see come into fruition will be happening during this birth cycle. So this is a really great birth cycle for you. Come on. Come on with the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands. I mean, I'm just saying. This is about looking at possibility and then being like, okay, well, what do I do to get there? It's about, okay, well, what do I want? It's like, okay, well, I'm moving towards the things. I'm starting to get some traction, some momentum for the things that I have been wanting. I'm seeing this come into fruition. Maybe not in all the ways you were initially expecting. And then you move into, well, it kind of goes this way. Then you move into, there we go. You move into, okay, well, this is happening. Why don't I just do this? Why am I being ridiculous? Now you just move into, okay, well, okay, stuff is happening. I'm feeling this. I've been manifesting this. What else do I want? I don't want to just settle anymore. I want more now. I can see that I want more now. What does it take to get there? What do I need to do to get there? What is the idea? What is the potential for the idea? So this is about creating. And you're going to have that momentum. You're going to be making a lot more moves, bigger moves than you have before. So this is going to be a great birth cycle for you when it comes to taking more, like really paying attention to the energy of everything and taking more action behind it. Which I know for you personally, right? Like you be in your head a lot. And now you're going to be you're going to be more inclined to take more action and to see things from a bigger picture and be like, you know what? As I'm creating this movement, because every time you move, you take one step, you see it, the perspective is a little bit different, right? So that's where the Two of Wands is like, okay, I'm not just in this bubble anymore. My bubble is expanding. So that is all good stuff. And I'm going to pull an oracle card for you as well. Okay, I'm hearing Gateway Oracle for you. Okay, we got jumpers again. Here we go. We got two jumpers. Giving birth. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. And this is a perfect card because this is your rebirth. You are birthing yourself, my friend. and you'll be in that birth, right? You're giving birth now for that birth to officially come forward tomorrow. And then dwelling in truth. I stand in the light of truth, which also goes in with the collective message we've had for today. But also when it comes to the things that you've manifested and the things that you want, as you start to see that bubble getting bigger, never forgetting to tune into yourself and connect with what feels true. What feels true for me? What is truth for me? Always remember that, because that's how you're going to stay grounded. Okay? I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed that, MC. Happy birthday once again. All right, let's see. Let us see. Okay, Ray, are you still here? I'll be on here for about 15 more minutes, y'all. I'm going to wrap up at 8 p.m., so we still got some time for some readings. Ray, are you in here still? Let me know. Oh, Lisa's saying, okay, someone you're talking to has a life path number of 7. He is demonstrating that emotional safety. Looks like what emotional safety looks like. He makes me feel so safe. Yes, come on with the 7s. With the 7s. I mean, I'm just saying, Lisa. Okay, great. Ray is here for general. Okay, I'm here at Spirit Oracle. Sherry, hey, how are you? I am still doing readings. We'll see. Hopefully I can get to you. I'm kind of picking at random here. How have you been, Sherry? Ray, the card that comes up is Innocence, and it says, innocence, purity, joy. You are being encouraged to just be you. Be a shining light for the world. Expect positive outcomes to flow from your honesty and pure intentions. You know, what's interesting about this is what's really sticking out is the being a shining light for the world. And what I'm receiving from that is your journey is not just about you. And when you get to a point where you can truly express that from a place of innocence, and that innocence, I feel, goes back to the truth, the creative expression, that inner dialogue, and having that just from a place of wanting nothing else but to share your truth and the lessons that you've learned from it. Whatever method or platform or modality that you use to express that, to share that light, right? That part doesn't matter. It just has to feel authentic to you. And I'm hearing, don't forget your authenticity. Don't forget who you are. And remember that your journey is not about you. Remember that. And I'm also seeing, I'm seeing honey around you. I'm not sure if you are, if you consume honey, if you use honey, or what honey represents, but I'm seeing honey around you. That's something that could be very beneficial for you. I'm hearing honey and healing. Honey and healing. I'm hearing, I think I'm getting a recipe coming in. What's this? Honey. I'm hearing honey. I'm seeing a red pepper, turmeric, black pepper. I hope you write this down because I'm like, why these young people? Honey, it's honey, red pepper, turmeric, black pepper, and crushing it. And you need the whole pep, like the pep, like the peppercorns, and then crushing that into the honey. Crushing that into the honey is what I'm seeing. You can even, I'm seeing some type of herbs that you can put in there, and you will know the herbs that you can put in there. But that's something that I don't know. I'm almost seeing it like a paste or something you could add into something to drink. You need to be drinking more like warm, more hot liquids and tonics, like regularly. You need to be, it's time for you to kind of replenish and nourish your body. So I'm seeing a lot of, yeah, like, it's time to like reduce some inflammation in the body. And then also baths can help as well. And some herbs. So I don't know what herbs you're taking, if you're taking some herbs, but some green herbs, you know what these herbs are already, or your ancestors, your people will channel these for you and bring you to those things. But you need to be on a very specific regimen. Like you need to be really intentional about this. Or maybe you're already doing this, but that's kind of what I'm seeing right now for you. Let me know if this is resonating. Yes, Stacy, I'm still live. I'll be on for about 10 more minutes. My wife uses honey to heal everything. That's interesting. What are the odds? She's been influential in tons of healing lately, and an upset of health issues. Thyroid. Okay. Wow. Okay. Come on, wifey. Shout out to wifey for that. Yes. Continue to do that. But through this process, with everything, right, with what's been going on, smoking them green herbs. Oh, okay. You're combining cannabis and honey in Costa Rica. Beautiful. You also need to drink your herbs. So even taking the cannabis and making a tea with that, your body needs hot liquid. Okay. So smoking them is perfectly fine, but you need to be drinking hot herbal teas, tonics, and tinctures. Because you got to think about, you know what it is about manifestation and using the elements, and this is about the alchemy of using fire and water and earth. Okay, so you need to be drinking, so you can be making some cannabis tea with the honey, and putting some of these peppers and stuff. Your people, or even your wife's people, the answer, like that, because you do this, you can get right. You'd be getting the recipes from the cestas. So get that and make the teas with it, because you need to be on a regular regimen of drinking hot teas, tonics, and tinctures, or even if it's somebody else that you come across that makes those, if it's your wife making them or whatever, but that's something that should be a part of your regimen if it isn't already, or more consistently. Awesome. All right, y'all. Let us see. Scrolling. It's so many comments, y'all. Y'all coming through. All right, Sherry. We will do a reading. Do you just want a general reading, or do you have a specific question, Sherry? Let me know. You said girl. She said girl. Shoot, I know we all been going through it, child. We all been going through it. Just let me know if you have a specific question or if you want a general reading. No specific question? Okay, just general. Let's see what deck is talking to me. Nature speak. I keep hearing patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. So I think that maybe that's a reminder for you. Ooh, this card just literally flipped out of the deck. I'm using Nature Speak Oracle, and it's saying, be strong but gentle. Be strong but gentle. And I'm hearing that with it, be strong but gentle in your communication and also with yourself, is what I'm hearing for you. Let me know if this is resonating. And I don't know if you were here for the earlier part with the collective reading. The chakra is the throat chakra for the month, and then also for this new moon cycle. And the key words are power and taking action, right? And when you are taking action from a place of power, you become empowered, right? But for you, with this be strong but gentle, it's within with communication, how you communicate with others and in your messaging is what I'm hearing, but also be strong but gentle with yourself. I'm also hearing clearing. So it's time. I don't know if you're going through a clearing phase, but you're either, I don't know if you're going through a clearing phase now or if you just come out of it. So, because sometimes when these messages come in, sometimes the timeline of it is, I'm not sure if it was a past thing, present, or future, or sometimes like it shows up a little bit later on. But this messaging, for some reason, messaging keeps coming up. Messaging. So what is this messaging? I don't know if it's messaging with how you share your messaging with other people, like on a platform, like in your business maybe, or if it's this messaging like who you're messaging or what people are messaging you, like what you're receiving. Let me know if that is making sense. I keep hearing messaging, because this could be brand messaging, this could be text messaging. I always call this, clairvoyance and clairaudient. It's like spiritual charades. That's kind of the best way I can describe it, because you get these different things. So let me know, Sherry, if messaging is resonating, messaging. And also when it comes to the clearing, if you're currently in a stage of clearing, or if you just came out of one. Because I feel like this is something, this clearing, I feel like it's, for some reason, the fall is coming up. Like it's going to, between now and the fall is like a transitional period for you, or like this, I don't know if it's just the clearing, but I feel like from now to fall, it's going to be a thing. Okay, you're currently clearing. Okay, yeah. So I feel like it's going to be from now till fall. And going back to the statement of be strong but gentle, especially with yourself and then also your communication. So I'm curious if when it comes to messaging, is it messaging with other people or messaging in branding? I just need to be clear on that, because for some reason, like business stuff is coming up, but also like people, like lots of people. I don't know if it's client people, if it's friend people, if it's a combination of the two. That's because it's just like, it's like this. Just people and messaging. That's kind of what I'm seeing. That's why I'm like, okay, is it both? I don't know. Getting a lot of pushback. Someone is making me out to be a villain. Okay. So yeah, people. Okay. That's kind of making more sense. So with the pushback, is this business related pushback or more outside of like professional stuff? let me know that. I'm simply standing up for myself and setting necessary boundaries. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. Be strong, but gentle. Absolutely continue to do that. And the clearing, yeah, is going to continue through fall. Ensure that your communication, especially within yourself, your own self-talk, that is not coming from a place of judgment, that it is coming from a place of healing, of truth and empowerment. That's going to be important for yourself. So just be really mindful of that. And be sure to surround yourself, if you don't already, around people that also remind you of your greatness, remind you of the, of the truth of who you are, that keep you inspired and empowered. To be around people or be involved in activities or things, read books, whatever, that keep you in that state, that keep reminding you that you're not that you're not just the situation. Yes, you made it, Trinity, but we are at the end. I'm going to do one more reading, and then I'm going to wrap up. I want to explore my gifts, but afraid that someone will use it against, and should I choose to share these gifts on a platform. I'm low-key psychic and naturally good with tarot. You are not low-key psychic, you are high-key psychic. And do it. And you're naturally good with tarot, do it. And maybe that's why I kept seeing, like, is it branding and business, or is it, or is it something else? Because I keep seeing like a business, right? And so if that's been something that you've been bullshitting on, now is time, power and taking action. Now it is time to start doing that. If that feels in alignment with your soul purpose, right? So just something to think about. And when it comes to how you go about using those things, how you want to explore that, just because you have those things doesn't mean it has to be a business, right? I know for me in my path, that was what I was naturally led to doing. But it started with my own personal development and using those things, using tarot for my own personal growth, and using my abilities, and actually those things helped my abilities. So if that's something you're interested in, then check out the playlist that I have about tarot here on my YouTube channel. You're streaming here on Facebook, but I have a whole playlist on my YouTube channel about tarot. I have a tarot mentorship program, but I have a lot of good stuff on here when it comes to tarot and your psychic abilities and things like that. It does. I want to help women mentally, physically. I got my personal training certification. Congratulations. And spiritually, using divination tools. So yes, do that. Absolutely do that. Do it. I do that. We need more people doing that. Do it. Do it. And if you're in your own way, then, and if you're feeling stuck on how to get there or what to do, then that's where some mentorship or coaching would really come into play with whoever you feel led to. It doesn't have to be me, but whoever, and putting all those things together and making it happen, right? And how you can actually, like, because there could be a lot of there's a lot of roadblocks that can come up, and a lot of doubt and things that can come up, especially when it comes to offering services that do, incorporate divination or spiritual work. And, when it comes to your ethics around it and really getting clear on what those are, sometimes you're not going to know until you're in those situations. So that's why it would be really, I would highly encourage connecting with someone, investing in someone that has already been on that path. That's where you're wanting to be. So you can get to where you want to be faster. Right. And so, like I said, it doesn't have to be me, but somebody. at some point. It doesn't even have to be now, right? So just something to think about. Okay. Yes. And again, you can always go to my website and either book an inquiry, but yeah, you can do that. My website is, let me see, can I pull up the banner? Is ujoajett.com. And if you click on work with me, just click on, I have a drop down that says inquiry. And you can just click on that. And then, you know, when it comes to any questions, or we can book a consultation or something like that. And I can, if you have any specific questions, and then I at least want to be able to help you to like what your next step should be. So that could be very beneficial. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do one more reading. And I'll do this for Stacy, and then this will be the last one. What is your question, Stacy? Are you still here? Let me know. This will be the last one, and let me know as we're waiting for Stacy to post her question. Let me know what has been your takeaway from these readings today. You know, I always say that if you don't get selected for a reading, really you can get just as much value from hearing other people's readings, because sometimes there's a message in it for you that you didn't even realize. You can get just as much value. And just let me know what your takeaways were with today's new moon intention live tarot chat. Stacy, are you still here? Let me know. I'll give it a couple more seconds for you to respond. And while I'm waiting for that, for those of you, yeah, so if you're interested in a one-on-one reading, you can go to my website. And announcements, next week, I'm going to be doing a mini video series that talks about getting unstuck. So be prepared for that. I'll post more information about that. And I'm looking forward to that series because I've been ghosting y'all on all the platforms. So I'm looking forward to hosting that series starting next week. My question is my business idea ready for real life? What I'm hearing immediately is it's not about your business. It's not about your business idea. I'm hearing no. Are you ready for real life? Are you ready for your business to be ready for real life? That is literally what I heard. Like, no. Are you ready for your business to be ready for real life? Answer that question for me, Stacy. Are you ready for your business idea to be ready for real life? Let me know. Let me know that. And the card that I got is for you, Stacy, is Magic. Magic, blessings, transformation. A blessing in disguise is coming your way. Keep an open heart and mind. Beautiful. If you are ready, then that's what matters most. You have to be ready. And it says here, a blessing in disguise is coming your way. Keep an open heart and mind. It's not about the idea itself. It's about you being ready. Because once you put the idea out there, then it's about getting the feedback from the idea. Getting the feedback. Because until you put it out there, you're not going to know how it's going to be received. Because then you can do something with that. So something to keep in mind, right? Whether it's, like it could be in how you're actually talking about your business idea, who you're communicating your business idea to, how you deliver your business idea. Does that make sense? So, and I always like to use myself or, as an example, like when I first started doing like coaching sessions or, as a personal trainer or, even as a health coach, as a spiritual mentor, when I started doing coaching sessions, training sessions or whatever, like, I had this idea, right? Then my idea was to put all these things together, put together fitness, wellness, spirituality. And that, that was something that came from spirit, right? To put like, how can I combine all these things? Because that's where I'm being led to. And then how do I deliver that, right? Like, here's this weird idea that I don't see anybody really doing, or I don't have a clear example of that. But let me just follow what feels really good for me. Like, I feel like I'm ready for this. Like, okay, this feels good. Let me just put it out there and see what happens. Because once you have the information, then you can actually refine your business idea. You can improve it based on the feedback. So I feel like that's most important. Was that helpful? Yes. Beautiful. And remember, you are magic. Connect to your spirituality. And when I say spirituality, it's not always about, it's, I think of your intuition. Tune into your intuition. Listen to your spirit team, your spirit guides, whatever you're into, right? Nature. And let those synchronicities guide you. If you know you're ready and it feels right, continue to follow that. Stay in the magic of that transformation. Stay in the magic of manifesting that which you desire, right? And just to wrap up with the key words, for this new moon is power and taking action, right? And when you start taking action from a place of power, you become empowered. And the chakra card for this new moon cycle is the throat chakra. So this is about clear communication, creative expression, inner dialogue. And when you have that inner dialogue of yourself, remembering that you are magic, remembering that you have this idea, but your identity is not only based in this idea that you have, right? It's something that you can use your business idea is something that you can use to share your magic with the world. It's a way for you. It's the vehicle, so to speak, for you to share your magic with the world through your service or your offer. And that's why I'm so passionate about about everyone getting back into alignment with their soul purpose, why it's so important. And so when you have that dialogue with yourself, you're doing it from a place of power and not judgment, you are able to express yourself more creatively and speak from a place of truth to other people and within your business and with the services and products that you offer. So I hope that was helpful. That's what I tell myself daily, that I am magic. Come on now. So that right there was a synchronicity, Stacey. What are the odds that this is the card that I pull and this is what you tell yourself every day? I mean, that's a synchronicity. So continue to follow that. Continue to follow that. All right. Thank you, everyone. Let me know what your takeaways were for the new moon's readings for today. Thank you for being here. It gave me a lot to reflect on, and it makes me excited for the future. That is awesome. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you, everyone. And so, like I mentioned, if I didn't get a chance to get with you, connect with you for, if you did not get selected for a reading, please know that I will be here on or around the new moon every month here, streaming both on my YouTube channel and my Facebook business page. So you can always connect with me there. And if you want more more of a one-on-one reading, I do offer those. And this is a great month to get a reading, because my prices will be going up significantly after this month. But just know, I always, once a month on my channels, I always will be offering, or at least for the time being, we'll be offering new moon collective messages and doing some readings. So you can always connect with me on my website, click on work with me, and in the drop down, you can select tarot readings or inquiry if you have a specific question, and then we can go from there. And as I mentioned, next week I'll be doing a series titled Getting Unstuck, and I will be talking about all the limiting beliefs and roadblocks that we have that keep us stuck in a place that we don't want to be. All right, so I'm really excited about that. So if you have not done so already, be sure to subscribe, like this video if you liked it, if you're watching on YouTube, and be sure to follow and like this video if you liked it on my Facebook page. All right, I hope you all have a good night. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see y'all on the next one.